Today on Outside the Box Reviews, Alien Week continues, and today we are looking at the NECA Alien Wave 6 Amanda Ripley figure from Alien Isolation. And this is Amanda in her jumpsuit, which is remarkably similar to her mother's jumpsuit from the original Alien. But out of the two Amanda Ripley figures in this wave, this is definitely the one I wanted more than the other, because it just looks the coolest. And plus, this is the look that I feel is more iconic from the game, so I think it's probably the best representation we're getting of Amanda Ripley. For accessories, Amanda Ripley does come with some cool new stuff, but we're going to start out talking about the thing that's a repack from another figure first. And this is the flamethrower. This is the same one that came with the first Ripley figure we got from NECA, but I still like this piece. It's really nicely done. We have the black rubberized strap up here at the top. We have the silver painted clips here that look like metal, let you strap it over a shoulder, though I am always still disappointed with this piece that you really can't make the strap look like it's just hanging down without some extra assistance because it just wants to flip back up. The details on the flamethrower are really nice, though. It's a nice silver color. You get these kind of grates and pipes and things on it. The two bottles hanging down below, the big red one here, and then this grayish silver one here on the back with an extra little tube coming off of it. The handles are nicely sculpted. They fit in the character's hand well. We have the two triggers there. More great details here on this side. Up here in the front, the barrel's a little warped on mine, but it still looks really good. Great attention to detail on this piece. We also get Amanda Ripley's duffel bag, which I think is really cool. Has a drawstring up here at the top that looks great, and the strings come down the front. It's a nice rope texture sculpted in there. Could have used maybe a little more paint, but still looks really good. It's not particularly soft rubber either. I mean, it is definitely rubberized, but it kind of holds its shape, and you can get this over her shoulder. It has some great stitching sculpted in there. Some great wrinkles here at the bottom, and the bottom's flat enough that you guys should take it and just set it down on a flat surface and it will stay there. The American flag patch there on the side. More straps, more buttons. Nice blackish wash over parts of it to bring out detail. And we have these little loops here in the back, which I have to think they originally intended to give us something to put in these, maybe some flares or something, but they're not here with this figure, but it would have been cool to get some. And then last but not least for accessories, we get Amanda's motion tracker, which I think is my favorite motion tracker NECA's ever done. It looks really cool. The screen's very vibrant on here. It's a great green color with some black wash over top to make it look really weathered. A little nozzle up here that I think was the sensor. Big blocky part up here in the front with the logo on it. A little rubberized wire going between the two. A little red button there on the side. What a tiny little detail, but so awesome. She holds it well. It's really easy to get in her hand unlike some of the other motion trackers. I really like this piece. I think it's really cool. And it does have this little clip up here. I wonder if we could attach it to the strap or something around her backpack. That'd be kind of neat. I think the head sculpt on this figure looks really good. It looks a lot like Amanda Ripley from the game. We also have her headset on, so we got the little microphone there in front of her mouth. We got the light up there, wire sticking out there, the headband's going around her head. I think it looks really cool. I like it a lot. The hair is nicely detailed too. We do have the one little strand of hair that's rubberized that sticks in front of her face, and the rest of it's pulled back in a ponytail here. Some great shadings of brown going throughout the hair, giving it a lot of depth and texture. And this back ponytail piece is rubberized, so you can really get it out of the way and doesn't hinder articulation or anything. We have a really nice collar up there. You can see the undershirt layers going beneath the jumpsuit there. Patch there in the front, gold zippers, little hang-off zipper pulls, which are really nicely detailed. The black trim everywhere. We got some patches there on her shoulders. I think it's the same patch on either side. It looks really nice, really nicely painted. And for rolled up sleeves, you can even see the little snap there, looking good. Back, not much to speak of, just a lot of wrinkles that look really nice. But we do get some good detail here on the lower section, kind of a corseted look. Some more zipper and zipper pulls, really nicely detailed. These bare arms. Neither hand really is a trigger finger. They're both just kind of sculpted to hold the different accessories. We do get a watch or something here. Looks really nice. Nice red paint outlining the black. Lower torso on the front's pretty bland. We continue on the zipper, and it's a semi-diaper thing, but it goes up higher because of the way the jumpsuit's constructed. And pretty much all the front of the figure here, the torso, is rubberized, all this clothing on it. More zippers going across the front of her legs. Big pockets there. Some more further down as well. Then we have her white shoes, which have some nice weathering on them as well. Red stripes going around the outside. Silver eyelets, all as a plus for me. And yellow soles, which is interesting. But unfortunately, using that same Ripley mold, we get the really disappointing shallow peg holes there at the bottom of her feet. They make it hard for her to go on a stand. For articulation, Amanda has a ball-jointed neck. She can look pretty far up, down, side to side, as well as tilt her head. Ponytail's rubberized and pretty short, so it doesn't hinder articulation at all. Shoulders are pinned socket joints, so we'll go forward, back, as well as out to the side. We can bend and swivel swivel at the elbow. We have a ball joint at the wrist. It will also allow us to swivel there. Mid-torso ball joint, so she can lean back, lean forward, rotate side to side as well as tilt. Legs are on pin socket joints, so they will go forward, back, out to the side, and they will also swivel there at the hip. The single joint at the knee doesn't really bend very far. I don't think that's 45 degrees, and we can also rotate there. And we do have a ball joint at the foot, which seems like it should have a better range of motion than it does. I don't know if mine are just stiff, but I feel like I really can't get as much out of this ankle as I really want to. But you can move forward, back, rotate, pivot, everything you could do with a ball joint. It just seems so limited here. And here's Amanda next to her mom, and I honestly hadn't realized that they have completely different arms. So there is something pretty unique here with this figure. But pretty much the rest of the body is exactly the same. Same upper, lower torso, same legs, same feet, but we get different upper arms and different head sculpts. I think these two look pretty good together. There are just a couple things about this figure that really bug me. I feel like they could have improved the articulation in the knees just a little bit. I think the articulation in the ankles on mine just needs to loosen up. I feel like it wants to move more than it is. And honestly, my biggest gripe about this figure are those stupid shallow pegs in the feet. Especially when you load her up with accessories, she kind of wants to tip over. It'd be great to put her on a stand, but all the stands I've come across have pegs that are too long to fit into the foot and really make this figure stand in a sturdy way. That's disappointing, but everything else in this figure is really cool. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would probably rather get straight up movie figures from NECA when it comes to Alien, but if you're gonna take a little trip off and do a video game, I think this was a great one to pick. I think the character came out really nice, and I can't wait to put her on the shelf with all the rest of my Alien stuff. So Amanda Ripley in her jumpsuit gets a recommend. Now coming up next for the NECA Alien line, Wave 7 is going to bring us two different AVP xenomorphs, the normal xenomorph and the grid alien, as well as the prototype albino version of the big chap, basically a repaint in white colors. That's how the suit looked and was going to look in the film until they decided to paint it black. And it looks like Wave 8 is going to move on to Alien 3 with a Weyland-Yutani guard and I think Alien 3 Ripley, which could be pretty cool. Maybe she'll have removable hair. And I guess we'll know some more about the future of the Alien line in just about a month from the time I'm filming this review, because Toy Fair is right around the corner. But Alien Week is not done. I actually have two more reviews to throw in here from a different toy company. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, username Outside the Box Reviews. Also follow me on Facebook, link below. And Alien Week continues next. And remember, in space, no one can hear you review action figures.